Hi, I'm Brittany,
Hi, I'm Paola Mogravi.
and today we're going to be talking about the newest technology in the fashion industry called Airdye. Airdye technology manages the application of color technology without using water. It's today's most sustainable alternate to traditional dyeing and printing process.
I'm going to talk about a little bit about the history of dyeing. 4,000 years ago, men used water to carry dye to a piece of fabric. Early, water pollution was born. Since then, more and more chemicals have been added to color fabric, producing ongoing and ever-worsening water pollution. In the mid-20th century came new fibers, such as nylon and polyester. These new high-tech fibers were difficult to dye, so heavy materials and other toxic compounds were added to a water bath to carry the dyes. These toxins end up in the world's lakes, rivers, and oceans, causing horrific damage.
First, I will explain the process. Airdye's process begins with using all synthetic fibers for its materials, which can be made from recycled PET bottles. Using dispersed dyes that are applied to a paper carrier, Airdye uses heat to transfer the dyes from the paper to the surface of the textiles. Coloring it at the molecular level, all paper is used and recycled. The dyes are inert, meaning that they can go back to their original state and be reused. Next, I will explain why it's good for the world. Airdye does not pollute the water in the application process. By using air instead of water to convey dye, no hazardous waste is emitted and no water is wasted. Airdye greatly reduces energy requirements, therefore lowering costs and satisfying the strictest standards of global responsibility. It does not use boilers, screen printing machines, drying ovens, or cleaning and scouring chemicals, thereby eliminating major sources of pollution. It eliminates the water in the color application step and simplifies the process, creating revolutionary possibilities of new industry and employment in unfathomable and arid regions of the world. It gives consumers a way to choose style and sustainability at a realistic price at the point of purchase, thereby initiating world change. Normally, dyeing textiles takes water almost out of the Air dyeing textiles takes water almost out of the equation, using 90% less water, but also reducing the emissions and energy used by 85%. Normally, extreme heat is needed to dry the textiles after they are soaked in dye, and most fabrics then require a post-rinse and yet another cycle. As far as business is concerned, Airdye is easy to specify, reduces cost, offers beauty and quality, and reduces environmental impact. It also offers styles without sacrifice. There is no dye lot variation, no post-dye washing treatments, and no minimum quantity. It also offers exciting new options. Airdye solids fabrics a single color. Airdye single prints one side of fabric while leaving the underside undyed. Airdye wovens simulates dyed woven jacquard and dobby weave. Airdye contrast dyes opposite sides of fabric, two different colors. It also prints two solid prints, one side of fabric, and dyes the other. Airdye imprints dyes or prints an image or logo on the fabric. Imprints can be printed during the dye process in a single step. Print contrast prints opposite sides of fabrics with different designs, and print squared prints opposite sides of fabric with the same design. On the retail business side, one of the most wasteful applications of textiles and other printed materials are out-of-the-point purchase displays found in retail environments. Durable signage, often made of super toxic vinyl, which cannot be recycled, is erected in a store for a few days to a few weeks, then taken down once the sale is over. Airdye vowed to reinvent its portion of the industry with the Eco Banner, a replacement for retail banners on vinyl or foam board with a closed production loop. The banners themselves are made from 100% recycled PET bottles. But when the banner comes down, the store can send it back to Airdye for recycling. Taking the concept a step further, Airdye created a subscription-based program that retail stores can participate in. handling the graphics and printing for the banner, which are mailed directly to the store, and then accepting the used banners for recycling.
How Airdye is different from them. Airdye is changing the way dyeing used to be. Conventional dyeing, such as vat dyeing or cationic dyeing, can produce good-looking results. But on the other side, they use polluting-heavy materials, a huge amount of precious water, and do not provide permanent coloration. Sublimation printing has been used to decorate textiles, but is limited in application. Airdye advances both. With these pictures, I'm going to talk and compare about the different types of dyeing processes. The result is more beautiful colors and maximum color durability, with less waters and discharged chemicals. Today, the World Bank estimates that 17 to 20% of industrial pollution comes from textile coloring and treatment. They've also identified 72 toxic chemicals in our water, just from textile dyeing, 30 of which are permanent. And if that's not enough, traditional dyeing uses an incredible amount of water. Estimates vary, but to color just one piece of fabric can take anywhere from 7 to 72 gallons of water per pound of fabric. So traditional dyeing pollutes badly, widely, and continues to consume vast amounts of fresh water. Airdye technology is compromised to a revolutionary new way to carry dye to fabric and other surfaces. The result is incredible brilliant color and a world-changing impact on our planet's water shortage. Standard sublimation and heat transfer printing. The dye does not completely penetrate the fibers, therefore, white fiber may show after cutting or needle penetration. Conventional dyes. After a treatment in a water dye bath, the fibers show complete dye penetration. However, color fastness is slow to moderate. Airdye complete penetration. Airdye is so advanced that it not only colors a yarn, but also thousands of filaments in each piece of yarn, yielding rich, brilliant colors. Penetration is complete. Airdye controlled penetration. Using our CBS dyes, penetration is deeper, colors are richer, and color fastness is better. Penetration control is used with dye contrast, print-to-dye, and print-to-print productions, including Airdye wovens. So why use Airdye over the other dyeing systems? Airdye technology produces superior results compared to sublimation printing and conventional dyeing. But that is just the beginning of its advantages. Airdye technology also reduces detrimental impacts on the environment, and because the dye is in the fiber rather than on the fiber, bleach and cleaning agents can't get to it, so colors look richer and last longer. So how Airdye is introducing into the fashion industry. Right now, our fashion customers include A Lot to Say apparel, B&D accessories, Bruce Julian Collier, Costello Tagliapietra, D'Angelo Home Collections, Debs Corporation, Dream Green Productions, Elaine Ferguson Designs, G&G Multitex, and Julie Apple. We are also in home decor, with interior designers such as Dixon Constant, Duraleaf Fabrics, Fabricat Contract, GFI Inc., Hightex, Hunter Douglas Hospitality, Levotex, Maya Romanoff, Raid Within, Richland Fabrics, and Samuelson Chatelaine. And to learn more about what everyone's talking about, you can also check the different articles in different presses, such as Women's Wear Daily, Tree Hugger, Style.com, and Vogue.com.
Now we will introduce the designer using Airdye in their spring 2012 line.
Costello Tagliapietra.